And welcome to yet another week of Radio Club, where we talk about the things that we like. And this week's episode is us doing just that, where we tell you guys about our favorite things, whether it be TV, movies, games, it do not matter, but we'll be talking about them, and you guys are gonna listen to it because you clicked on this video. And yeah, we're gonna talk about stuff today. So, first of all, question for the club. I wanted to go over your guys' personal favorite movies. I think that would be a good way to kick it off. So, if anyone would like to go first, or I can.
For me personally, I'd say my favorite movies are Deadpool, Get Out, and Joker.
Very, very like kind of serious movies. I guess Deadpool's not serious, but
Yeah.
yeah, Chris.
For me, my favorite movies are it's like a range, but it's Cars 2, Avengers Age of Ultron, and My Hero Academia movie.
We'll get back to Cars 2 because I have some questions.
Yeah,
Cars 2 is a cinematic masterpiece, and we can fight on that, but you're incorrect.
I love Cars
I
too.
love Cars 2, but I just want to ask you why, but Alice, you may go.
Oh, okay. My favorite movies aren't what I would really call good movies, but just movies that bring me comfort. So I like a lot of Ghibli movies. My favorite is Howl's Moving Castle. Also, a lot of my comfort movies are Labyrinth, if you've seen that, or like Phantom of the Opera. My biggest comfort movie is probably Star Wars: The Last Jedi. That's just I rewatch it a lot.
Good picks. I guess I assure
Yeah.
that some people will hear like The Last Jedi and be like up in arms about it, but hopefully you'll be able
I
to,
can explain
you'll be able to
myself,
state your
but
case.
like,
You'll be able to state your case.
yeah.
Yeah. And I guess my favorite movies would be I really like Baby Driver. I thought that movie was like super good. I really enjoy it. I also have a great affinity for all the Lord of the Rings films. I think they're masterpieces. And I also have to say, as far as superhero movies go, probably Deadpool. And I watched that recently, actually. I watched that super recently. So yeah. But let's return to Cars 2. Chris,
Yeah.
why? I get it. I understand. I like the British car who has the guns, but like
Do you not even know their name?
I don't. It's been 10
I don't know
years.
their name.
Cars 2 turns 10 this year.
Yo! But it's still an excellent movie.
The British one, played by Sir Michael
Why are
Caine.
you making you old? I feel it.
You are old. You're an old man. We're
Okay.
all old.
Who else saw Cars 2 in theaters?
Yeah.
Because I did.
I did see Cars 2
I
in
did.
theaters. It was an experience.
Look, I can't explain to you why I like it so much, but
It's the best one. It's got like the spy thing going on.
Oh yeah, out of all the three, it's the best one, but I still think that it's a really good movie.
Yeah, okay, I agree. I really
Criminal.
like Cars 2. Like, if you're really thinking about like the like value that the other Cars movies had, there's just not there. Like Cars 1 and 3 are very lackluster.
Yeah.
I mean, Cars 1, I
3.
would say, had just a different thing going on. Because it was more of like a personal drama. And him like going to a small town. It's been forever since I've seen them, but that's what I remember. But
Cars-
Cars 2 just brings up the scale of it.
Cars 3 was the most basic movie plot I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. Cars 3 has to be my least favorite out of the three, 100%. I think Cars 2 is honestly my favorite. I
Yeah.
have to agree
Yeah,
with you guys.
Yeah, no, Cars 3,
Without a doubt.
I watched it at a friend's house, and that friend and I recognized the voice actor for the villain in Cars 3 as someone from one of our favorite video games, and immersion broken, as if Cars 3 had any immersion, but I can't look at it the same. Like, Cars 3 is just not, it's just not it.
Cars 3. What was that even about?
I'm struggling to
The
remember.
fact that Lightning McQueen was getting he was old.
He's getting washed out. That's what it was about. Lightning McQueen is a
Oh
washed out celebrity.
no!
Yeah.
Technology was advancing. He was no longer,
Can we talk about it?
good.
Can we talk about that? It's like making new cars like genetic engineering. What's the lore of the Cars universe? Like, why can they just make newer cars? Like, is that how people are born? What's the deal?
What is technology? Okay, see, then
I
we're
saw
gonna
a
get into
video. Oh, you go first.
we're at that point. We're gonna get we're gonna get into issues of how cars in that universe are made, and I'm not sure that I
I'm
want.
not sure. No, I just mean like,
That's a,
it's just weird to think about. It makes me uncomfortable. But what were you saying about a video?
Okay, to finish off,
I think-
because we should probably talk about other shit. To finish off the Cars conversation, there's a really good video on YouTube, which is, I think it's called like is Cars 2 about eugenics or something like that. It goes like deep into that stuff if you
my
like
God.
want to watch that.
Yeah, they could probably explain Cars controversy more than we could right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The real question is, do the cars have life insurance or car insurance?
Oh. I mean, they'd probably be the same, right?
I guess.
I think so.
Probably. That's a good question.
I'd say life insurance. It was one or the other.
Yeah.
I'd say life, but
I'm-
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to Alice.
Oh,
The Last Jedi.
what would you like me to talk
Defend
about?
your claim.
Oh, The Last Jedi, oh
Defend
my
your
God.
claim.
I mean, have you seen The Rise of Skywalker? That was really bad.
I mean,
The Last Jedi in comparison at least has some value, and I don't know. Like the reason I like it just boils down to a lot of personal stuff. Like I like how the characters acted in that way more.
mhm.
It was also like, it kind of. I don't want to say it redefined Star Wars, but it kind of did. Like it just went against a lot of the tropes that people expected like after the first movie, and I really like that because like I wanted those movies to focus on new stuff and not like rehash the originals. It was really good,
I
and there were
guess
some like good.
my main problem with that movie is the fact that I saw this somewhere, but I definitely agree with the statement that it seems like it was taken from a different movie trilogy in like an alternate universe where they were making a different Star Wars sequel trilogy, and then like they swapped out whatever basic movie was supposed to be the second one in this trilogy.
Sure,
with
but that's
that.
why I like it the most.
Yeah.
I don't like the other.
No, I agree with you that it's good. I have to also say that it doesn't work for what it was supposed to do, even though what it was supposed to do was kind of dumb. Like I did not like the sequels. And yeah. I just think there should have been like it should have been handled better. Like I want to see the trilogy
Yeah.
that movie was supposed to come from. That would have
True.
been interesting.
I mean, if you don't like the characters, I guess it's, or if you don't like the sequels at all, it's really hard to get to
Mhm.
or to get into. So I understand that.
Yeah, personally, for me, I really enjoyed the
Mhm.
first of the trilogy, and I really enjoyed Kylo Ren as the bad guy and Adam
Yeah.
Driver being the actor. Because I always thought he's an amazing actor. I really enjoyed the first one though. Like I keep remembering that opening scene when they're on the planet and they're trying to get like the map or whatever. I enjoyed the first one. Second one was not my favorite, and third one was just terrible. So
How most people feel about them.
Yeah, I definitely think like they dropped the ball in a way that I didn't even think was possible with the third one. Like, how do you mess it up that bad? You had 2.5 hours.
I think it was like made a lot of out of spite for the second one. Honestly, they were like, no, let's backtrack. We just want to rehash original stuff. Actually, we don't want to do whatever the second one did.
Yeah, JJ was like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. I have a question for you guys though.
Mhm.
go ahead.
The prequels or the sequels?
Prequels.
Which one do you-
Sequels.
I don't even know if that's a
Prequels.
question.
Sequels.
Prequels. Easy. And I can defend my case on that one for hours too.
I'm
Oh,
with
you want
Julian on
to
that.
do that? Because I'm gonna.
Okay.
Wait, question. Are you talking about like a new Hope as the
No, no,
sequels
no.
or prequels?
If you
A
think
New Hope is an
the
original.
originals are always going to be the best, I'm sorry. They're always going to be the best.
Wait, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're talking about the Attack on the Clones versus
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the newest one.
Yeah.
Oh, prequels all day.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys why. I think okay, the prequels at
They're
least
so
had
unwatchable though.
I know that, but the prequels at least had a sense of cohesiveness, and I can gain ironic enjoyment out
they?
of watching the first two. Revenge of the Sith is unironically pretty good, but the first two are so bad that I can watch them and think, "Wow, this is really funny," and enjoy that. I honestly think The Force Awakens has become kind of unwatchable to me because of how bland it is. I can watch The Last Jedi, but knowing that it takes place in the sequels really just makes me not want to, and I've never seen the Rise of Skywalker again. And I don't plan on it. Meanwhile, the prequels have one birthed the best TV show to ever exist, The Clone Wars, and two actually had a decent they showed the origin story. It didn't actually make anything too problematic other than midichlorians, but people kind of don't consider them that canon anyways. The prequels are definitely where it's at if you're talking about both unironic and ironic enjoyment of Star Wars. You can gain no unironic enjoyment
Yeah.
from the sequels. I'm sorry, or sorry, ironic. You can
I will
get
say that I will say that I do think a lot of the prequels, I think a lot of it held up on Wars TV show.
For sure.
yeah.
So much of it's the fact that people can still watch it is because of the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I will give them
But
that.
other than that,
but
I think
I think that still, I don't know, that still brings the enjoyment factor up. I think there's still better, especially just Revenge of the Sith being good is enough for me to think that it's better. Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan is enough for me. That's okay. Oh no.
on the topic of Star Wars, though, I do have a question.
Yes.
I do have another. I have another one. Okay, Julian, I know your answer to this, but which do you guys prefer, the Clone Wars or that other TV show that I don't remember the name of it? But
Rebels?
You know
Rebels? Oh
That's
no. Don't make me have
Rebels
an aneurysm.
is really bad.
Rebels is really bad, and I guess it does what it's supposed to do, which is be an entertaining show for little kids, but the Clone Wars had so much to say.
Yeah.
There's an
The
episode
only
for
reason that I
everything.
really ever liked, yeah, the reason I think that I liked Rebels at least a little bit was because of the way they designed lightsabers with the really thin.
That's definitely
I just thought it
more
looked cool.
Sure.
I
If
think
you
it's
want
really
to
fun.
get into animation, Rebels was really nice looking. I really like that.
I have to disagree.
It was totally different from the clone.
I don't like how
No.
round and gross all the characters look. No one had a defined edge, but in a way that made it seem more cheap than stylistic. They basically took what they saw in the Clone Wars, which was hard angles and edges, which I'll give them that it didn't look that good all the time, but I preferred it over the opposite, which is just everyone's smooth brain. Ooh. And everyone just doesn't have arms that bend normally. They bend like noodles. What's the deal?
Yeah, it was an interesting show, but
Fine. The animation of it. They were also going for more I think it was meant for a younger audience than the Clone Wars.
That's definitely why they look cutesier.
Yeah, I've never actually seen the animated Star Wars things, but we just talk about how stormtroopers can never hit a single shot in any of
Okay,
they
there is a reason for that in the original movie, but not for the other ones. So when the stormtroopers were told not to shoot to kill, when Han and Luke were leaving the Death Star, because they put a tracking beacon on the Millennium Falcon, which was going to take him back to the Rebel base. So why would you destroy the people that are going to take you back to the base that you don't know the location of? So that makes sense. But I don't know why they not be hitting anything any other time.
I mean, the out of universe isn't just plot armor, but like
I mean,
main character immunity on. You know what
yeah,
I mean, but
it's definitely one of those moments where it's like they tried to explain it in like one specific instance, but then forgot that it happens all the time. So it
Right.
just seems weird. It's like, why not just go the full way?
But then the clones can't hit stuff in the Clone Wars, right?
Only when the plot wants them to not hit anything. Same thing with the droids. Like they'll hit a lucky 1 in a million shot only when it's like the least convenient, you know?
Okay, I see.
Mhm.
Or the most convenient. Like they'll hit the enemy running away like 5 miles away, but they can't hit someone right in front of them because the plot said so.
All right.
It's one of those things that you just can't think about too hard, I don't think.
You have to kind of let it
Yeah, you
go.
have to let it go. Elsa quotes. We should just make our podcast about Elsa quotes. I think that would,
That's
I think
it?
that would
Elsa
bring in the
quotes?
views. That would really bring in the views.
There are only like so many.
Yeah, and if you do like one quote an episode, like, you know.
Oh, what do you guys think of Frozen 2?
I didn't watch it, but my
I
sister,
really
who is 12, hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. I really liked it. I know that a lot of people didn't like it, and I know that it caused a lot of controversy. But I really liked it.
Yeah.
My main thing with it was what? Oh, whoever wants to go can go first. Oh,
You're pretty good.
Aiden's just making noises. Okay. My main thing with it, I really liked the design of stuff in it. I think it looked really good, but I always felt like there was no plot. Like it didn't really have a villain. They just kind of fought nature and stuff like that. Like I kept, you know,
Yeah.
that sequence where Elsa has to go out and find this like ice cavern, and she has her like song there and stuff. So
That's a
I was
villain?
waiting for like, yeah, I don't know, but I was waiting for the villain like to show up at the end, right? And there was just no one there, and it was just kind of okay. And she just froze for no reason, and that was the conflict. Didn't really like that.
I just feel like the first one, nothing will ever beat the first one of the first Frozen. Like that movie's so successful, it's unreal, and just I feel like it's so much better than the second one.
At least just through like cultural impact. Like Frozen raised a generation of little girls. Like
Yeah.
it's definitely like important that way, and sequels just can't capture that magic unless they're Toy Story. Then you kind of can, but
Then
not,
you kinda
not, if,
can,
not if you're the
like-
fourth one. Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh no, the fourth one was trash.
Yeah, they didn't need a fourth one, man. Third was fine. Third was sad enough.
For real.
Okay.
You didn't. I can't watch the Toy Story movies anymore because I cry too much.
No, I definitely feel that. Like it's definitely an experience.
Mhm.
I used to cry at the third one when I was like 8, but not so much anymore.
I still cry at that one. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm 17.
No, I definitely understand it.
It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Hey,
Yeah. Is it?
what? Someone was gonna say something.
Nah. Okay, so the thing that all four of us really, really like,
Mhm.
and if we're getting to know each other,
Mhm.
you know, this. Can you guys pick a favorite anime?
Easy. But
Easy. Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to pick like probably I have like a tie for two favorites, but one of them is probably Alice's answer, so I'm gonna pick my
Yeah.
second favorite. Chris.
I mean, my top one is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
And
Nothing can beat
my
it.
top one is a tie between that and Cowboy Bebop. But yeah.
Mm.
What about you, Chris and Aiden?
I'm gonna let Aiden go first because when I say mine, y'all are gonna be
Oh no.
I was having a conversation in math with Julian
Mhm.
about this.
Yeah, I know what
Interesting
he's gonna
time.
say.
So Julian, you can go. I'm not Julian. Aiden, you can go first before they yell.
Okay, well, it's between Attack on Titan and Hunter x Hunter. Attack on Titan season 4 is making a huge push. There hasn't been a single bad episode. And Hunter x Hunter just always will probably be my favorite. I have to watch Cowboy Bebop. That's on my list.
Yeah,
Probably
it's pretty
upcoming
short.
next. Yeah, it's only like 24 episodes or whatever.
26, I think. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a lot.
And then I need to watch either One Piece or My Hero. I've never seen My Hero, and everyone loves it, but then the fan base is toxic, so I don't
One
really
Piece
know.
is probably gonna kill you. It's like 1,000 episodes.
Yeah, I know, but I'm devoted. I've already seen like 30 of the episodes, and I loved it. I just I don't
Too
know.
much of a
It's still
commitment.
not 1,000. I don't-
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not even close. Like I need to watch like 10 episodes a day every
Oh my
single
god.
day. Yeah.
All right, Chris.
Get it done before you turn 30.
Yeah.
Drop the T.
Okay. I need you guys to go into this with an open mind.
My
Sure.
mind is closed.
Fine.
And let it be known that I cannot explain to you why, but this is my choice, okay?
Oh
My favorite anime currently sits as Fairy Tail.
no.
Oh, I expected that.
I mean-
That's fine.
I asked him to explain it. I asked him to explain it. He couldn't.
I can't. Maybe it's because it's nostalgia because it's the first anime that I ever watched, but like, it just is my favorite. I don't.
Having a comfort show is fine, even if it's bad. I think that's
No, having a
valid.
comfort show is fine. I get it. I'm bragging on it because it's just like, kind of
The-
funny too,
yeah.
but I understand.
Alice, you're about to go back on your own words. My other comfort, not my favorite, nowhere near my favorite, but one of my comfort shows is still Seven Deadly Sins. So,
Oh my god.
Yep.
That would give me brain damage. Oh my god.
It's just an inferior representation of the Seven Deadly Sins. Like FMA did it.
Yeah, just
better.
watch FMA.
Yeah.
It did it first.
He
It did it so
hasn't.
much better.
Chris hasn't.
Chris.
I haven't.
Chris.
Chris.
I need to watch.
Chris.
There's so many things that. Here's the thing. What I ended up doing when I watched anime, because this is something that my dad did, he basically skipped over the mainstream titles and went into some of the smaller titles that are still like only 12 episodes. So that's what I ended up doing following behind him. So a lot of the big animes I haven't seen yet.
Mhm.
So,
I mean, there are definitely a
I will
couple
eventually.
that are like definitely like very influential on the culture. Like Evangelion is definitely one that you probably just should watch if you're interested in like analyzation of the medium. But yeah.
Yeah, like Neon Genesis, that literally is what Darling in the Franxx is. Like that's the full inspiration for that anime.
hmm And it's
Well,
interesting.
Darling in the Franxx is still inferior.
Oh,
I have
100%.
opinions on
Yeah, but I love that anime. So good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I
I
think-
enjoyed watching it.
I did until the ending.
Valid.
I feel like that's like the
I-
case
I'm
with so
that's
many
fine
things.
with the reincarnation stuff. It was fine. Darling in the Franxx is like average.
I don't know. Did they end up as a tree? I don't.
No, they
It was good.
reincarnated into little kids again. It was cute.
Were they little kid? I thought they were the tree.
Were they
To be-
the tree?
No, they weren't. That anime, the ending got me really sad though, because I like love 02 and Hero's relationship and stuff like that. But it was cool. I'd watch it again once I done watching other animes that I have on my list. My my anime list has like 60 animes I want to watch. I gotta get on.
Yeah, I like my favorite's definitely like super mainstream, but when I watch it, I feel like the show is just kind of like almost made for me and my tastes. I'm like obsessed with grimy sci-fi. I just think it's like very cool. That's also why I like the original Star Wars because it's just so dirty and real, and I just like I don't know. I like Spike a lot. My Discord profile picture is Spike Spiegel to like the absolute like anger and ire of everyone I know. I've become an anime profile picture happen person, but it's a good one. It's a good one.
I mean,
I mean,
anime profile picture except for Chris. So
Yeah, Chris, it's a
yeah,
dream stand.
I used to have an anime. Okay, look, you don't have to wrap me out. Don't see this. But you don't have to expose me like that. That was rude. But I used to have an anime. I used to have. Who did I used to? I think I used to have Bakugo as my profile before I changed it.
oh my god.
So
Yeah.
say what you will about me, but
Yep.
Fair enough. I just really don't like Bakugo.
He's a controversial character, and that's okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I definitely think. Okay, we've talked about anime. We've talked about movies. I kind of want we touched on this last week, but I kind of want to get a sense for everyone's favorite games because we talked about games. We didn't talk about like what we really like. So if anyone wants to like share that.
I mean, I guess I can start because mine are very mainstream and basic. Madden, 2K, Fortnite. I mean, I don't really play Fortnite anymore, but Call of Duty Warzone. I played Ghost of Tsushima, which was amazing, and like Rocket League. It's basically it.
Mhm.
And Spider-Man, but that's it.
I think probably my favorite game. Like, there's a difference between like my favorite game I like because it's good and my favorite game that I like because I like it. Like the game that I like the most is Destiny, but it's not good and I wouldn't recommend it. But like probably my favorite game ever is like honestly, I'm leaning towards saying Hades. Either Hades or Titanfall 2. But Hades is super new. I just really like that game's flow and art a lot. And it treats its source material pretty well, which is Greek mythology. So yeah. And Titanfall 2 is just a classic, really. If anyone knows what that is, you'll know.
Fair enough. I'd say for mine, there's also like a difference. So I don't play a lot of games, but I like watching like a lot of Let's Plays for games and things like that. So the games I really like to play are mostly like the stuff I talked about last episode, like Stardew Valley, Minecraft, Animal Crossing, stuff like that. But I really also like watching people like other people play story games. I don't know.
Ace
I was
Attorney.
really into, yeah, I was really into like watching other people play Ace Attorney last year. And just because of that, I kind of want to say it's one of my favorite games. Although I've never played it, it's just so entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Um, me, I'd say Minecraft still ranks really high up. Like it's usually the comfort game that I go to whenever I just like need to not think about things. Um, GTA will always be a really, for whatever reason, a really fun game for me.
Which GTA?
5.
Ah, good. Good.
Yeah. I did play Vice City at one point.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip over Azur Lane for right now.
Oh my god.
It's running as we're talking, so like.
Oh my god.
Chris. He's an
Look,
addict.
it's on AFK right now, so it's just running itself. But leaving.
No, we're just like giving you a hard time about it. No,
I'm
no
aware.
actual disrespect.
Have any of you guys played Hitman?
Oh, Hitman 3 just released, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've never played it, but it looks super cool.
Apparently Hitman 2 is better because Hitman 3 isn't really any different.
Like, what do you even do? Is it like an open world or like
It's like
what?
you're just a hitman and you do missions where you execute people and you have to like do it silently and without like people finding out. It's totally not VPA or anything, but yeah, you're just a hitman. That's literally the game.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that about covers it for like our favorites. I hope that helped like the audience like get a better feel for what kind of stuff we enjoy. We're only one episode away from wrapping up like our intro month, and that'll be fun because then I think we'll start like focusing on more specific topics for each month, and that'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know what next week's episode will be, but we'll figure it out.
What wants to do next week?
I think who hasn't gone? I think it's either Chris or Aiden. Is it
It's
it's Chris, right?
I think yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
My topic for the topic that I wanted to discuss was like the rise of platforms like Twitch
Mhm.
and YouTube into like a lot of people's lives and how it's being affected by the pandemic.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting convo and one that Mr. Rowe will definitely like. So yeah, stay tuned for that, everyone. And I think that about wraps us up for today. So yeah, it's been real, everyone. And yeah, peace out. See you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.